Hello, this is Ben with Fullerton College, and today we're going to take a brief look at a quick tutorial on how to create a business card, a basic business card, using Adobe InDesign. But first, here is a long-winded story, tangentially related, full of clickbait buzzwords. You see, I'm just kidding. Let's get right to it. So, we are in InDesign. We're going to create a new file. And if you're doing a business card in the United States, congratulations, there's actually a page size built into InDesign for US business card, which is 3.5 inches by 2 inches. To do a two-sided card, you want to make sure your number of pages is 2. Business cards are definitely meant to be printed, so the intent is print. Facing pages, I'm going to uncheck because that's only going to cause us problems. And for those followers of mine who have been around a while, you know that bleed is going to be 1/8 of an inch. All right, let's zoom out a minute and take a look at what we've made so far. So far, our document has a front side and a back side. That's as intended. Now, business cards don't have to be complex, and in fact, should not be too complex textually. Make sure you get just the basic amount of information across, contact information, what it is you do, basically, what your job title is, how they can contact you, how they can find you, why they should find you, but not a huge advertisement. If you want to write a report about all the great things you've done, there's other formats to support that. Business cards should be quick references for people to be able to find you in a pile of other quick references. So, like I said, some of you do know me, and because of that, you already know what to expect if I start typing. Therefore, I have typed this out in advance. I'm going to copy and paste some text in. We'll want to create a text frame. And you can do it left aligned or right aligned. I'm going to do a basic left aligned for now to show kind of what's going on. About 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 inch in from the edge of the page. From my text edit page, I'm going to grab my fake name and drop it in here. So we have Sam Hamwich, who works in print graphics. You want to choose a typeface that you like. Maybe I'll go smooth on this one. And we'll choose a sans serif that's pretty nice, like Avenir. Has not been totally played out yet. So let's do Avenir Heavy. For the name, and his title will be set to light. We can also change the title. Oop, wrong button. Sorry, guys. Undo. Haha. These are unedited, aren't they? There we go. Look at that. In fact, to make that a little bit better, I'm just going to do this. And we're going to get rid of the capitalized on those. We'll add a little bit of tracking to bump this out because I like them to be the same width. I think it looks really nice. Quick W to check. There we go. What is also necessary, who you are, what you do. And if you want to have a company name underneath here instead of the print graphics name, that could work. Let's take a look at some other things to make this card a little more interesting. We can do some fairly basic stuff, which is more or less common. I'll take my favorite tool, the pen tool. Let's redo that. It wasn't quite as smooth as I'd hoped. Remember that fewer points is better if you're doing pen tool stuff. And out here, who cares? If it's outside the bleed area, it's never going to show up. There we go. And what if I take this thing and I give this a gradient? We'll send it to the back. And we'll get the gradient window open, which I had open for swap out reasons. There we go. Let's just do a blue to magenta gradient. Get rid of the there we go. Get rid of the white. Get rid of the black. Now it's a blue to magenta graphic. Maybe we'll reverse the direction. And we'll change this text to white. Now I'm being a little bit extra. This is more than necessary already. Paper. So if we look at the preview, we now have this fun thing going on where it swoops along. It has a, in fact, I may change this a little bit more, even with it. Let's bring this guy up a little bit and left a little bit to give us the space we're going to need for contact info across the bottom. Delete. So let's go ahead and grab that from the text edit. Things like addresses. I'll use the school's address on here. Sometimes people put a vertical line between them. And we put this down at the bottom of the card here. And maybe that part doesn't want to be so heavy. Maybe that wants to be book. There we go. That's a respectably okay card. You could always put a logo up here. We can make this larger and put it in the, oops, undo. Let's do that again. Make this larger and put it up in the corner if we wanted. It can even be the same colors. So let's give it, oh, undo. I did that poorly. I'm sorry. If you select the text, we can even make the text have the same gradient as the other parts. Look at that. That's the front of a card. The back side oftentimes is simply just a background. Now, again, from things you've learned in the past, you could easily make a photo on here, bring in graphics that you've made in other programs. Whoop, undo, haha, copy, paste this on the back. This guy will be set. Change this text to white so it stands out on this. My screen sharing button is on top of my swatches menu. There we go. We want to be extra. Let's see what that looks like if we swap that. What if it's outlined, but not filled in? Ooh, there we go. That's kind of nice. We'll use it as a stroke text for SH, and we'll copy print graphics onto the back here. Oop, undo. Cut that out. And this is almost done as a usable little card. It's not the best thing you've ever seen in your life, guys, but it's serviceable. I know you could do better. There's not a lot of insanely complicated technical details to be able to do a little business card. So it's fairly easy to flourish a little. There we go. Print graphics, SH. Sam Hamwich, print graphics. I think if I'm going to tinker a little bit, because I can't not, I'm going to shrink this a little bit so the SH logo on this side is not quite as profound. I kind of want to see what it looks like if we swap this around. Ooh, actually, yes. That is more pleasing. We'll let that be that way. So there we go. As always, don't forget to save your file. And we've saved it to a folder on our computer. Now that it's saved, we will export this as a PDF, which is under File, Export. Because you can't see me do Command E on the keyboard on a Zoom video. Export. And we're going to call it SH Business Card. I'm going to make it a PDF for print. And the pop-up I want to use here is high quality print, but I'm going to make sure that I've set it with crop marks and document bleed settings. Export. Through the magic and miracle of editing, here we go. Not that I do much editing. You can see now in Acrobat the finished PDF. Here's the piece I made. In InDesign, exported as a 2-page PDF. You can see the crop marks in the corner, the bleed that extends beyond the crop marks. Front and back, 2 pages. How we gang this up and put multiples on a sheet was explained in the video on real estate cards. Plus, we are, for our in-class portion, going to be using the fiery rip engine attached to a Xerox Iridesce press to do the actual imposition on this job when we produce it. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.